Hi Virgo, it's LP and we are doing weekend reads for January 10, 11, 12 of 2020. This is, this message can find you at any time. The timestamp really is nothing that, whenever you find this message, it's likely to resonate with you, some portion of it, okay? I am using the Angel deck, the Universal cards, for an overall oracle message. I'm using Intuition, and I'm also using the Wild Unknown Tarot for clarification by Kim Kranz. It's a beautiful deck that is very inspired by nature. So let's get one message from the angels for Virgo, please. One oracle message from the angels for Virgo. Air. Breathe, Virgo. It's just, it seems like right off the bat, it suggests to me that, I see someone opening the windows and opening the doors and brushing the dust off of things and letting the freshness of air come into a space. And it's not the light of day, but it's the air. Okay, so let's see how the angels talk about air. The angels say, the air is the space above the earth, the sky. Anything light or uncertain, and what we breathe. The air card can often be a plain and simple reminder to give yourself time to take in the breath of life. Stop and smell the roses. Breathe to clear your mind and give yourself a delightful sense of well-being. Air is the breath of the spirit. It breathes the life force into your body. When this card appears, it can mean it is time to stop and be aware. Take time to consciously breathe. Take a good, deep breath, and it can give you the courage and strength to go forward. Consciously breathe deeply to feed oxygen to your cells for rejuvenation and renewal. Breathe deeply, allowing the air to flow through you. Notice any areas where you feel blocked and imagine the air you breathe cleansing and clearing any blockages. Air is the medium through which signals and broadcasts reach an audience. Allow creative thought forms to flow. Expose them to the air and encourage them out into the open. That was the message. That was what I saw. Perhaps you should become more aware of Spirit's vibrations. Are you listening? Do you need to lighten up? Are you taking yourself and your life too seriously? Do you need to give yourself some space? Are you too flighty or spacey? Do you need to be more grounded? Take a deep breath and move forward. Step out of confusion and into understanding. Leave the past behind and be in the now. Expose creative thoughts to the air and encourage them out into the open, okay? Air is the medium through which signals and broadcasts reach an audience. All right, so let's ask the tarot for some clarification about what this air card means for Virgo. What does this air card mean for Virgo? We are talking about breathing. We are talking about what we need to take a deep breath about and get courage and strength to go forward with. What creative ideas do we need to give light or give air to, allow to breathe? So, Virgo, I think that you are just being asked to breathe in your good life. Experience fully your good life. This is the 10 of Pentacles. This is this is pretty much the greatest card in the deck. It is the completion of a cycle of abundance. And it's a stable abundance, okay? It could be that you're being asked to reflect on, to have some perspective. This is where you're sitting. You're sitting in this space of financial security, of stability in your home. Okay. And I'm also hearing that it could be that there's something to do with the quality of air in your home. I saw the home immediately when I saw the air card as opening the windows and letting fresh air into your house. It could be that there's a stagnancy in this stability, because this is about stability and security, but that is something that can sometimes get stagnant. So there might be something you need to give air to in your home life, something that needs to be aired out. Maybe there's a discussion that you need to have about feeling stifled, because the air quality was what I was thinking about in that initial intuition. There's something that needs to have the dust knocked off of it, that needs to have some freshness brought into it. So this really stable and secure home that you have might need a breath of fresh air. Okay, it might need it might be longing for an extra bit of oxygen for growth. It's stable, it's secure, it's fulfilled, it's wonderful, but there might be some growth that is lacking, that needs oxygen to grow, or needs a breath of fresh air to get out of a period of stagnancy, or of stability is great, but it's also it doesn't move a lot. You need some winds of change to come and give some vitality to this beautiful, stable life that you have. Okay, Virgo, this is pretty great. In what way can you breathe some fresh air into this situation, into this stable, abundant life that you already lead? What can we, how can we breathe? What needs to be involved in this? In this opening of the windows, of this allowing some fresh air to come in and breathe life into this situation. What needs to be involved in this? Okay, I'll give it one more shuffle, and if I don't get a jumper, then I will take a card that I will pull from the deck. Okay. So, Three of Swords. This is heartbreak. This is heartbreak. This is sometimes a third-party situation, often a third-party situation. This is has there been a situation that has disrupted this stable life that you've been living, that is requiring you to simply breathe to get through? Why is the Three of Swords here, please? Why is the Three of Swords in this, please? Three of Swords here for, please, for Virgo. It could be that there's a discussion that needs to happen. Maybe this is a fear that you have, and it's something that you need to talk about. You need to air it out. Maybe it's a fear that you have. It could be that this is not something that has happened, or something that is of concern to you. But why is the Three of Swords here? Justice. Justice is about the truth will out. So if we're going to air out the truth in this situation, okay, you will know the truth. Let's see what the Wild Unknown says about these cards, okay? Let's start with the Ten of Pentacles. Sorry. There it is. The Ten of Pentacles signifies material and spiritual abundance in nearly every area of your life. The number 10 usually indicates a completion, and in this case, the journey was well worth it. So be generous not only with your money, but also with your wisdom. Provide guidance to those who struggle. You will be rewarded tenfold. Okay, so this is fulfillment and abundance. Okay, it's a completion though as well. You've reached the journey and had this abundance of material and spiritual abundance, okay? Three of Swords is betrayal, heartbreak, and turmoil. A dark and complex card. The Three of Swords is rarely a welcome sight. Its wrath may come in the form of lies, betrayal, cheating, or heartbreak. There will be emotional entanglement and confusion. Do not try to make any decisions while in this state. Wait for your heart and spirit to mend. Oh, Virgo. I'm worried, Virgo, that something happened to you that really disrupted, a betrayal maybe happened that really disrupted your stable abundance that you were experiencing. All right, and the Justice card. And how does this all relate to air? Let's look at the Justice card. The Justice card is in number 8. It's a major life event. Decisions and karma. So it could be that you have to decide something here. Okay, here's the Justice card. Look at this card. With tails entwined, 2 cats look directly at you, waiting for you to choose between them which is right and which is wrong. The Justice card implies a weight or heaviness surrounding a choice you have to make. Now is not the time to shun the concept of divine balance or karma. All of your choices affect your life and sometimes the lives of those around you, both now and in the future. So, justice is about you making a decision, and it's a big decision about which is right and which is wrong. So, it could be that, Virgo, you are in a time that you are considering a betrayal. You are considering maybe bringing heartbreak into your home, your stable and abundant home. Or it could be that this has happened to you. This has happened, someone that you're in a loving relationship with has broken your heart, and you are making a very big and heavy decision about what you're going to do about it. The angel message of air asking you to expose things to the air and encourage things into the open. Again, to me, I initially saw that home environment where the dust was being brushed off of things and you were letting fresh air into a situation to allow it to grow or continue. And I think that is perhaps an indicator that you want something brought to light. You want to discuss, you want to air out a situation in your home where either you have been betrayed or you have betrayed someone. And this is a very difficult decision for you to make, to air this out. Or this has been aired out, this has been discussed, and you are making a decision about what you're going to do next. Or it could be that you are trying to make a decision about if you're going to follow through with this betrayal. Doesn't feel like that to me, though. It feels to me like, because of what I saw, you are eager to have this out. You're eager to throw open the windows and discuss this potential betrayal that either you or your partner has embarked on. You have decisions to make in every case. If this is you deciding whether or not you want to discuss this, or if this is you deciding whether or not what action you're going to take if this has happened to you, what action you're going to take if you have created this action, if you have created this betrayal, or what action you will take if this has happened. The angels are asking you to air this out, have this out. They're asking you to remember to breathe, because all of this is difficult, no matter what end of the betrayal you are on. But I think this is about bringing this to light, giving air to this and airing this out, having this difficult conversation so that everyone can make choices based on truth, okay? But if you are considering stepping out, Virgo, this is, you need to know that where you're coming from is a place not everyone has the luxury of existing in their life. This is the pinnacle of stability and abundance in relationship, in your life, in your home. So it would do well to remember that before taking any action that could jeopardize it. It would also be good to keep that in mind if this has happened. Don't assume that if this has happened, that that you have to respond in any way that anyone tells you to respond. You get to make this decision about your response to this, okay? Virgo, this is a very, very heavy read. I hope that it resonates with absolutely none of you. I hope that that this is a nonsensical reading that makes sense to no one, because I don't want anyone to live in this space or jeopardize something like this, or be facing, you know, a disruption to this because of something like this. But the truth will out, and make a decision. You know, you have to make a decision. But you can make the decision that you want to make. It doesn't have to be any decision that anyone else tells you you have to make. Okay? Bring light to this. Air it out. Or talk about it if this is something you're even thinking about, or, you know, talk about it. Air this out. Maybe this airing out is about therapy. Seeking therapy. Seeking a situation where you can discuss this with someone, or discuss this with your partner with someone. These, you know, if you've been living in a space like this is really stable and wonderful, and security can get stagnant. So maybe you just need to discuss a desire that is being unmet. Okay, Virgo, but I think the key is conversation, the key is talking. The key is not hiding these feelings, or not hiding not living a lie. You can't live a lie. It's not sustainable. Okay? All right, Virgo, have a good weekend. We'll talk soon.